What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Gosh, let me go ahead and fix my phone and stuff. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on. So how y'all night owls doing tonight? You know, y'all in the bed or what? Or just sitting up chilling? You know, it's only 10:55 out here on the West Coast, so it's still not late yet. And we're not going to be on here long. I just wanted to go over this quick live with you guys, and then we are going to get out of here and everything. So get you something, something comfortable to relax in, and just check out this live. All right. But before we do this live, guys, let me just ask you guys to do a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content tonight. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Let's go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that banner, the red banner, and it will also be in my comment area, okay, after this video is over. All right, so here we go. We are getting ready to start this live in 1 minute. Give me a minute, y'all. We are getting ready to start. All right. Y'all know I start this coughing every time I get on this live. Let me save this and send this to myself real quick, y'all, because I don't know if I did or not. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good Thursday. I hope y'all work day went good and everything. My Thursday was pretty good. I had a bunch of errands to run today. I went to the podiatrist as well. I went to Best Buy and just did a lot of stuff today besides working and things like that. Let me do this because I don't know why this shit came on like this. Goodness, this phone be tripping. I'm trying to get this article that I got for you guys too. But went to Best Buy to look at some phones. Went to Target and did a couple more errands, and that was it basically. And then I did Uber Eats, of course, and came home. Shit, and I've been home since like I think I got here like at 9. I've been home for a while. It's just that I was watching the Beverly Hillbillies, y'all, because I love that show, and I also watched the Andy Griffith show as well because I like Andy Griffith too because it's like it's just like take you back to the innocent times on TV. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like watching old shows like that. And Beverly Hillbillies has always been like kind of funny to me and stuff. And then I'd be trying to figure out what part, like when they was riding down the street, what street were they actually on and things like that. I'd be just wondering about stuff like that, you know, to see if I, like when I'm in certain areas to see if it looks, familiar and things like that. So that's why I like watching that. But anyway, tonight, guys, we are going to talk about some audio claiming Sean Diddy Combs orchestrated Tupac Shakur hit for $1 million allegedly. All right. So we're going to talk about that in 1 second. I gotta get some water. Hold on, let me get my water and bring it over here. Like keep on. Every time I get on this live, I start this coughing. My cold is almost gone, but I still got some lingering, effects of it and stuff. Or no, it's effects. I think those two words, effect and effect. But anyway, welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. All right. So anyway, according to newsbreak.com, this is the information that I did obtain from them. Hey, Carl, thank you so much, hon, for coming in. I know you probably in bed, halfway to sleep, so thank you so much for coming by, still showing support. Okay, let me go back over to this other screen. All right. Anyway, they have some explosive audio claiming Sean Diddy Combs orchestrated Tupac Shakur hit for $1 million. and this was given as evidence in Keefe D trial. All right, so that's pretty tripped out, some tripped out, um, information right there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they said bombshell audio recordings alleging P. Diddy was a central figure in the assassination of Tupac Shakur have been submitted to court as evidence as part of the rapper's murder case. Okay? And this is according to the U.S. Sun in Newsbreak. All right? Anyway, Tupac murder suspect Dwayne Keefe D. Davis boasts about Diddy allegedly offering him $1 million for the rapper's assassination in a chilling 2-hour, 25-minute secret police interview, which has been obtained by the U.S. Sun. That's crazy. The recording was made in a 2008 LAPD interview. It has become available because Las Vegas prosecutors have entered the tape as a key piece of evidence in the trial. Keefe 60 appears to be laughing and joking with police about Diddy orchestrating Tupac's killing in September 1996 in Las Vegas. In the tape, Keefe, in without any firm evidence, alleges that he oversaw the fatal shooting of the ghetto gospel star on the request of Diddy in the mid 1990s. Ghetto gospel star. Okay. Gospel. They already losing credit with me right there when they use that. Okay, anyway, Diddy repeatedly told officers on the tape he wanted his rival record label boss, Suge Knight, and his top performing artist, Tupac, unalive as a war of words broke out during the East West Coast rap wars. Excuse me, y'all. Keefe, who was charged with Pac's unaliving in September, says in the tape that Diddy, now 54, declared, "Man, I want to get rid of those dudes." The former Compton Crip apparently insisted that the $1 million reward was proposed by Diddy, who has publicly dismissed claims he was involved in the shooting of Tupac and Suge as nonsense. Hold on for a minute, 1 minute. I keep on coughing. Hold on. Prosecutors submitted the audio file to demonstrate Keefe's apparent confessions about being a key figure in the murder, but in many sections, he makes unsubs. I don't know how you pronounce this. He makes allegations that he really cannot prove about Diddy, who was known as Puffy back then. Okay. On the tape, Keefe openly boasted about growing close to Diddy, then owner of Bad Boy Records and global music superstar, through mutual friend and gangster Eric Zip Martin. He also tells LAPD officers Greg Cady how Puffy discussed his hatred of Knight to Crip gang members who were covering his security detail after a concert in Anaheim, California. Keefe said, "Shit, he said he would give us anything for those dudes' heads, you know." Diddy and Knight had been close until the West Coast mogul railed against Bad Boy Records during a diss speech at the 1995 Source Awards in New York City, where Suge said, "Any artists out there want to be artists and want to stay a star and don't have to worry about the executive producer being all in his videos, all on the records, dancing, come to death row." I remember that, y'all. I remember when he said that. I sure do. Dang, that is crazy. Because they used to make jokes about Sean Combs doing the most, being in all his people's videos, talking, singing, trying to rap, or whatever the case is. So that was a joke back then in 1995. Anyway, Keefe described how that televised moment triggered the war as the music giants acted like little kids. Puffy allegedly brought up the alleged murder for hire in Anaheim and a couple of times in Green Blaze, a famous Jewish deli in West Hollywood, according to the tape. Pressed by Katie, Keefe delivered his version of events surrounding the discussions, not discussions, but the discussion at a downstairs section of Greenblatt's deli in the recording. Keefe alleges on the tape that Puffy said, "Man, I want to get rid of those dudes, man." The Compton gang kingpin added that the chart star feared Knight, saying Puffy was scared and was scared of the dude, period. Keefe said on the recording that the assassination ordered was given privately. It was just me and him. So I guess this is what Puffy said. We will wipe their asses out quick. It is nothing. I don't know if Keefe D said that or if Puffy said that. Anyway, Keefe said we wanted 1 million, and on the recording that he promised, he said we will wipe their asses out quick. It is nothing. Okay, so I guess I don't know which one said that. I guess Keefe. I don't know if Keefe said that or if Puffy said it. Anyway, Keefe repeated on the tape that Diddy had several conversations with him to unalive both of them. Anyway, as we know, Pac was shot on the evening of September the 7th, 1996, as he drove to a club with Knight, and he passed on in the hospital a few days later. After the shooting, Keefe fled Sin City and shortly afterwards met Zip at a hot wings restaurant in West Hollywood, expecting to be paid, according to the tape. Okay, hold on. Keefe alleges on the recording that Diddy called Zip, who handed the cell phone over, and asked, "What was that us?" When he responded, "Yes," Keefe claimed he was happy. Wow. The gangster alleged that he never received any money for the shooting, as Zip apparently said Puffy hasn't paid him yet, even though an acquaintance alleged that Zip secretly pocketed the cash. Wow. Keefe ended up in prison, so was unable. I don't know why they don't edit this stuff, but anyway, it says Keefe ended up in prison, so he was unable to pursue his alleged claim with Diddy. And then Zip passed on in 2012, 4 years after the police interview. So throughout the tape interview, Keefe appeared unremorseful about his confessions of orchestrating the rap icon's unaliving, often laughing about his gangster lifestyle. That is crazy, man. Let me read this again. Hold on. Because a lot of this stuff is not proof done. Um, so again, Keefe alleges on the recording that Diddy called Zip, who handed the cell phone over and asked, "Was that us?" When he responded yes, Keefe claimed he was happy. So Diddy was happy once they told him yes. That was them who unalived Tupac, from my understanding. And then Keefe D said he never received his money for the shooting. And then Zip told him that Puffy did not pay them yet, didn't pay him yet, even though somebody else alleged that Zip secretly kept that cash. So Keefy D couldn't do anything about it because he landed himself in prison. So of course he could not, you know, connect with Diddy or anything. And then Zip passed on in 2012. That was 4 years after the police interview. Now let's go back again because I know I was reading stuff crazy back here. They don't be um, going by. They don't do no editing. At least they don't do no good editing. So in the first part of here, I was just telling you guys about what Keefe said that actually happened. Okay. Um, they said in this article again that Keefe delivered his version of the events surrounding the discussion at a downstairs section of a restaurant called Green Black's Deli. Okay. And that was in that recording. In that recording, they said Keefe alleges on tape that Puffy said, "Man, I want to get rid of those dudes, man." And then Keefe D, he added that the chart star, which is Puffy, feared night. I don't know why they say chart star, just say the superstar or whatever. He feared night. And he said Puffy was scared and was scared of the dude, period. That's what Keefe D said. Keefe D also said on the recording that the assassination order was given to him privately. It was just him, Keefe D, and Diddy, allegedly. And then I don't know who said we will write, we will wipe their asses out quick. It is nothing. I don't know which one said that. But anyway, it said that Keefe said that he wanted, or we wanted, 1 million. Okay, that was said on that recording. And then I'm guessing that Keefe D is the one who said we will wipe their asses out quick. It is nothing. I'm guessing that was Keefe D who said that. And then on tape, Keefe repeated on tape that Diddy had several conversations with him to unalive both of them. All right, point blank. Okay, so anyway, let's skip on down. So last week, the U.S. Sun revealed how prosecutors decided to submit the tape as evidence despite the legal complexity of its admission. Keefe believed that this confession tape would never be used as evidence against him because he has secured immunity by collaborating with the LAPD in December 2008. But that deal, known as a proffer, collapsed if Keefe D spoke publicly about those matters or was found to have lied to police. And so since he did talk out publicly, that is why that deal expired. Okay. Anyway, on Tuesday, prosecutor Benu Palau told Judge Carly Kearney that Keefe's defense, saying that he lied about his role in Tupac's unaliving for fame and fortune, meant the full interview was now admissible evidence. Prosecutors decided to include the entire tape, mentioning the Diddy allegations rather than editing down key moments. It is expected that the full recording will be played for the jury during the trial, which is currently set for June. Keefe maintains he is not guilty of Tupac's unaliving, which carries a potential life sentence. The recordings were discussed at a bail hearing on Tuesday, where Keefe was granted bail for $750,000 with house monitoring. So he was granted the bail. I thought he didn't. So I thought he didn't get the bail, but he did for $750,000. Okay, and he has to be monitored at home. I guess he has on an ankle bracelet or something. Anyway, the tape being submitted as evidence is the latest in a string of controversy for hip hop mogul Diddy. He has been accused of, you know what, abuse and assault in lawsuits by several women, including his ex Cassie. Of course, he denies all the accusations and he reached an out of court settlement with Cassie over her suit. The U.S. Sun reached out to a rep and lawyer for Diddy for comment, and I guess nobody contacted him back. Um, but this entire thing is a hot ass mess. Okay, um, so I guess they're going to use that video tape, of Keefe talking about the whole incident and saying that Puffy, allegedly that Puffy did hire him he put a hit out on Pac for $1 million. So this is going to be very interesting to see this entire court thing once they go once they start in June, to see if they will actually be bringing Diddy up there or whatever the case is to find out what he has to say, to see. I don't know how they could find out, but I'm pretty sure. I guess they could. I guess they could find out. It's been so long. I don't know. But anyway, this is a hot ass mess. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Anyway, a commenter said the police should arrest Diddy if they have the tape of him saying this. This is ridiculous, and the system is screwed up. The police should do their job. Didn't do anything back then. They don't have a video of Diddy saying this. They have the video of Keefe D saying that Diddy said that. Okay, period. I guess Keefe D was talking to the police at the time, and he was telling them about the entire situation. So let's see. Okay, somebody else said, I thought it was $100,000 for Suge only. I thought Tupac was just in the car and happened to get unalive. I knew Puffy paid for it because a detective already figured all this out. But the LA police didn't want any more bad press because half their force is gang related and drive drugs around for dealers. Okay. So somebody else said you got two kings unalive, two kings locked up, and the gesture still joking around running free. So anyway, somebody said the same thing I just said. It's a tape of him being interviewed, saying Diddy paid him. So no direct link to Diddy, just more hearsay. Right. They try to make it sound like they had a tape of Diddy actually saying this, but they don't. This is Keefe D at the police station back then telling the police, that Diddy is the one who hired, him and his goons to, unalive Tupac and unalive Suge. You know what I'm saying? For $1 million. And I thought he said before though that Diddy gave him half of the money and then was supposed to give him the other half. I thought I read that before. I'm not sure, but I thought he said that before. And if he did say that before, that's kind of suspicious that he changed it. Hey, the real DJ Fruit Loops, y'all go check out the real DJ Fruit Loops to show him some love and support. Go, show him some love tonight because I think he's doing like a solid live. Okay, and thanks y'all. But I could have sworn he said that though, because I remember I thought I said before that Keefe D said that he got $500,000 up front, and then Diddy was supposed to pay him the rest, but he never did pay it. I don't know, y'all. That's kind of weird. I got to look that up. I got to look that up because I really did thought he said that before. So now he didn't get any of the money. Okay. But then they said that somebody said that what's the dude's name? The other dude did get the money. Zip got the money. Got some of it, I guess. I don't know if he got the whole 1 million or whatever else that was left, if that's actually true. But I could have sworn that he said before that Puffy allegedly gave him part of the money, like half of the money, and then he's supposed to give him the other half, and Puffy didn't pay him. Because I don't know if Keefe D went to jail right after that and couldn't get the money or what. But that's what I thought I had said once before when they had an article up about that. So I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. You know, anything is possible. Let's see. Okay, John said once they can't find out he put together $1 million separately, he will remain free. Now, if they provide evidence that he really paid Zip 500K, he will be indicted. So he did supposedly gave him half of the money. Okay, and then I guess he had to pay the other half. Let's see what else somebody else has said. Somebody else said, but there are people in the shadows of the industry that you would never see that nudged the West and East Coast beef that created Pac and others' demise. If Diddy, Suge, and Fruit others did it, can you believe they were just puppets that got paid for their service? Okay. Okay, somebody else said, now remember when Tupac fell out with Snoop Dogg about P. Diddy and Bad Boy, and Pac couldn't understand why Snoop was still cool with Diddy, but Snoop and Pac got back cool, but still makes you wonder, is there a connection? Just saying, I certainly hope not. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. You do wonder why Snoop was still cool with Diddy, even though they was beefing with Pac Pac, and then he did not like Suge, or he was scared of Suge as well, allegedly. This is a whole lot of stuff. Let's see. Somebody else said, no, I think it was Suge. He had off-duty LAPD working for him, and Tupac wanted to leave his record label. Thing is, Suge owed him $2 million, and he would have taken it with him. A private investigator for Biggie and Pac's mother wrote about this in Rolling Stone magazine years ago after they hired him to look into their unaliving because LAPD could not be trusted. Okay, let's see what else they got on him. So they said, right, Pac told it when he was shot in New York. If anything happens to him, Diddy did it. Plus, it was obvious to the eyes. Streets don't lie. Pac isn't the only one. More to come. Let's see. The thing about it, they can't even question anybody because everybody's mostly gone, right? And the only person that's really left is Keefy D. That's the only person that's really left. And you can't question anybody else. But the thing about it, why come they didn't question all these people in more detail back when this happened if they knew a lot of these things? Especially if Keefy D was in there, telling when he was doing the interview. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out why they did not check everything out further. After he was telling the police that the hit was orchestrated by Diddy. I'm just trying to figure out why they didn't. I'm just trying to understand why they did not go investigate everything, you know, more in detail than what they actually was doing. Okay, another commenter said, I believe it. They tried to get him in New York, but they failed. Diddy probably was mad because he went West Coast. I'm 63. When I was into rap, I'm from DC, East Coast. He is from Baltimore. I like West Coast rapper more than East Coast back then. The only rapper I liked from New York was Nas. And how does this relate to anything we talking about? The first part was cool. I don't know, y'all. Like I told you guys before, I actually believe that a certain person did, you know, um, orchestrate that entire thing. I really just do, you know, because there was a lot of stuff going on back then. a lot of shit was said on, you know, on the radio and stuff, in their music. You know, it's just like a lot of people were really pissed and they was making all types of threats and stuff. So I'm just thinking that, that person orchestrated all of this, and I'm kind of believing Keefe D somewhat. I told you all that before. I was kind of believing him. Somebody said they both better watch their asses because a lot of people will be out to get them. Just saying. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. So somebody said a poker deal is a fancy legal term for snitching. With his charges and profile, Keefe is definitely classified into high power. When this information gets out to the brothers in his car that Keefe is a snitch, they will put him in the pocket and then pack him out. After that, no tank will be safe for him, and he will have to PC up. His life is about to be held on the inside in his cell 23 and a half hours out of the day. Somebody said he doesn't have to worry about anyone but Diddy sending goons. I think all the people that were in the car are already unalive. Keefe is the only one that is still around. That's why he thought it was safe to write the book and speak freely. Wonder if he ever got the money or if that zip took it. And that's how he wound up unalive. You know what? This person got a point. That could be this could be true, what he just said, what Mad Mitch just said. Okay, somebody else said that MF is lying. He probably threatened Diddy like Cassie did, but it ain't worked. So now he bitching and snitching. Okay, somebody else said you are the only person on the planet that thinks that asshole is innocent. Diddy is mean and arrogant. He's a funny drunk though. I'm surprised he hasn't forced YouTube to take down that video of him in a wig acting like a drunk queen. Okay. Somebody else said he's a piece of S and he's a girlfriend beater. Okay, so somebody else said even if he got paid, he more than likely would have spoken on it, but not being paid for a hit like that definitely played a part in him blatantly speaking on it. Probably so. That's crazy. But a lot of people believe Keefe D, and I certainly believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was orchestrated. We always knew it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? I believe that the perfect situation came about when Tupac got into that altercation with Keefe D's nephew, and then it just was a perfect day for them to do what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then since he got into the altercation with Keefe D's nephew, and then once they did the alleged hit on him, they can easily say that was in retaliation, for the fight at the club. In reality, it was all planned in the first place, not the fight, but the part, where they rolled up and, assassinated Pac. That was already planned anyway. You know what I'm saying? The fight thing might have just happened because they would have known about that. And it just made things even more smoother because that would be the they can use that as the reason why he was unalive. You know what I'm saying? You can easily say because he got into an altercation with gang members or whatever the case is, they came back and retaliated that. And that takes all the finger off the person who orchestrated the entire hit. You see what I'm saying? Without no names given out. But I definitely believe Keith D on this one. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Let me turn this heater on a little bit, y'all. Y'all, I'm turning this heater down. I'm gonna turn it down in a minute. Let it get warm. Don't turn the heater down because I don't need to get warm in here. They're not turning down. These people think it's supposed to be cold as heck up in here, you know. But anyway, that's the hot ass mess. Like I said before, I'm looking forward to that trial in June. Um, I'll definitely, if they put it up there, I'll definitely, I don't know if we can cover that, but I will give y'all the highlights of it and stuff like that because I'm pretty sure people are going to be putting up bits and pieces on TikTok. So I would definitely, um, be covering that for you guys. Hopefully, And I still don't know how the cops kept that hush hush all those all these years, and after hearing all that stuff that Keith D was saying, I wonder why they didn't go check out, go question Diddy. They could have though. They could have questioned him and keeping it a secret. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. Point blank. Now let me see if they got anything on TikTok regarding this, and then we are going to get ready to get out of here. Okay, let's see TikTok. Let me turn it down. Hold up. Let's turn this all the way down. Let's see. Hold on. Going to my damn TikTok. Wait. Why am I going to my profile? Let me go to the search bar. Hold on, y'all. Let me find the home. Go home. Okay. So let's see if they got any. This damn dude right. Keep on leaving all these damn messages all damn day. Let me see. What is the name of this? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Orchestrated. Let me see. That's crazy though. Let's see what they said on here real quick. Let's see. So let's listen to this real quick. Oh no, this is boy. Let's see. Yeah, we could. Let's see what he's talking about. Okay, so let's just listen to this real quick. Let me turn this music down. Turn it down. Let's turn this down real quick. Let's turn it off real quick. Now let's listen to this. Wait, I got to turn down. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, they have submitted the audio tape of Keith P claiming that Sean P. Diddy Combs orchestrated Tupac Shakur's murder for the $1 million, and they will be using that as evidence in the Keith D trial to convict Keith D in the murder. So basically, what they're now calling it now is a murder for hire plot. This is groundbreaking news. This is groundbreaking, and the reason this is important, they didn't submit this information before because of the immunity thing. Too many things going in too many directions, right? But after the judge said the day before yesterday that Keith D's statements were relevant, right? In talking about the killing of Tupac Shakur and his involvement in it, after the judge said that, now they had submitted the tape and where Keith D is basically explaining that Sean P. Diddy Combs wanted to get rid of Tupac and Suge Knight. The bombshell audio recordings alleging that P. Diddy was a central figure in Tupac's assassination have been submitted to the court as evidence as part of the rapper's murder case. This is powerful, y'all. This is breaking news. You're gonna hear about this. Like I said, I'm trying to bring it to you guys first. Basically, Keith D, that $1 million is gonna play a role now because the judge basically said that all of the statements that Keith D's made in regards to the Tupac murder
including the statement that he had gave to Greg Kading them in the proffer agreement. When everything came out, that murder rap, the audio that they used in the murder rap, that is now going to be used. And it's a 2-hour and 25-minute confession, if you will, involving all of that. So this it just got funky, man. Everybody know, for most people that know, the recording was made like 2008.
Right.
And like I said, Keefe D went in and he was basically, talking about what had happened, how they met at Greenblatt's, and basically, and I told you guys last night with the Ron Isley situation, and Ron Isley was there, and so now, people might be called as witnesses that we never thought might be called as witnesses.
True.
To corroborate the meeting and all of these other things. If I was Sean P. Diddy Combs, I'd be nervous.
Definitely, he should be worried for sure. He should be definitely. Wait, he should be worried for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because if something magically appears where they have some real evidence that says that what Keefe D is alleging is true, who can hang it up for real. Somebody said they got to make up their mind. Was it a retaliation for the fight or a pay hit? Again, I think it was a pay hit, and just the fight thing just happened at the right time. So when Pac got assassinated that day, the fight just gave them it gave them a reason. You know what I'm saying? It didn't give them a reason, because their reason, if what Keefe D is saying, their reason was because they were going to get $1 million and it was a pay hit. But when Pac got into it with Keefe D's nephew, then when everything goes down, they can use that as the reason why Pac was gunned down. You see what I'm saying? Because they can say, like they did say, it was because he was fighting the dude at the club who is a gang member. And so, of course, after the fight, then they got the gang members or whatever the case is, and then they rode up and did that. And that right there would take all the attention away from the other person that he's saying that orchestrated it. It would take all the attention away from him, because then people would just think that it was just retaliation because of the fight. But in reality, it probably wasn't. It was just because it was a hit. The fight just happened at a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, since this is just a video, an audio video, right, of when Keefe was interviewed back in 2008, they don't have Puffy on video, as we know of, saying anything. This is Keefe D saying what he said. You know what I'm saying? It's what he's saying. Keefe D is saying. So we don't know for sure if this is true, because they haven't found any evidence. At least they're not telling us. If they can find some evidence that this is true, then that's where they're going to be looking into Puffy. So let's hear this real quick.
Police are investigating jailhouse phone calls made by the man charged with orchestrating the murder of Tupac Shakur. They say they heard comments that Dwayne Davis might have been conspiring to harm witnesses in the case. Law enforcement officials are citing a phone call back in October between Davis and his son, in which the two allegedly discussed a, quote, authorization to kill. This made the authorities so concerned for the safety of their witness, they decided to relocate him. Davis, through his attorneys, has denied the allegations.
Yeah. Remember, I told you guys about this, I think last week, when I said that, or the week before that, when I said that they said that Keefe D was on the phone with his brother. And I also told you everything they were saying, because, of course, they recorded the phone calls, and where he was basically talking in code, allegedly, and saying that he wanted to off somebody. So It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, yet no blood on the ground. Such a lie. Excuse me, y'all. The cops and Suge did it. That's why he's locked up. Okay. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Excuse me, y'all. Let me go back and see if they got anything else here. Okay. And so this is when the judge set the bail for Keefe D. Let me let y'all hear this. So we can't hear that very clear. So I'm just going to tell you on here, Keefe D was at the courthouse, right? In court at his hearing. And he was at his bail hearing. So the judge was like, she set the bail for him for $750K and then house arrest, obviously with an ankle monitor on. All right. So I guess I don't know if he's out now at home, on house arrest or not, but the bail was set at $750,000. Okay. Let's see. A commenter said they're surprised the streets haven't gotten him all these years, but some of us know the truth. Okay. These people are crazy in these comment sections. Okay, another commenter said the person who did it has been buried for a long time. Keefe was just there. Okay. Well, I remember when Keefe D said he was in the car in the front seat, right? When they went up there to assassinate Pac. And he said that he handed something, the weapon, to someone in the back seat. And I remember when he was talking about that, I thought he said he handed it to his nephew. I'm not sure. So I don't know how people think that he wouldn't be charged, or you know what I'm saying? Because he would still be charged because he gave the person who did the unaliving. He is the one who supplied the gun to the person because he said it right on video that when he was trying to be cool and stuff, he said on video that he reached up in his glove compartment or underneath the seat. I can't remember where he said he got it from in the car. And he handed that over to his nephew. And then they pulled up against the car and start shooting. Okay? So he would be tried regardless because he was there. He was a, what's the name? Well, accessory to it, actually. So I think he would be charged too. He need to be. So let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's see. So let me go back. So let's see what she's talking about. Oh, no, I don't want to redo this one because it's too old. Now this is just a lie right here, so I'm not even gonna report this. These people be coming up with just lies, straight up. Okay, but anyway, we are going to be looking forward to see what's going to happen. Keefe D is probably going to take the whole blame. Honestly, I don't even see them really doing anything to P Diddy. Okay, because all of that is hearsay unless they get some real evidence to support what Keefe D is saying, and that is the only way that I can see them, going after Diddy. Otherwise, it's just all hearsay. We don't know if what Keefe D is saying is true. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see no type of evidence. Zip is not alive, so we can't get him up on the stand and question him. His nephew is not alive, and none of the other people are alive. So I don't see how they can do anything to Diddy unless they find some evidence to support what Keefe D is saying. Otherwise, Keefe D is probably going to be held accountable for everything. This is why he should have kept his mouth closed. Why are you even talking about this case? Okay. First of all, if you was granted immunity, okay, wouldn't you be looking this up to see exactly what it entails? You did the POFR or POFR or however you pronounce that thing. Wouldn't you look that up to see what you can and cannot do? And then, according to what they say, is that you cannot talk about, what did they say? You cannot talk publicly about the case and you cannot lie about it. So, him writing a memoir, him talking about it, he already messed himself up. The immunity thing is over. That's why he should have talked to his lawyer more in detail and maybe picked up a legal dictionary and looked it up himself, and he would have found out that he needed to be quiet. Why even talk about this anyway? He could have talked about it, but talked about it in a slicker way and not incriminate himself. Why would you even say that you handed anything to anybody? At the interview, I hope he didn't even say that at the interview. I'm not sure. But I know one thing, he should have said it nowhere. Don't say anything. Because if everybody is unalive, who would know? You know what I'm saying? So why are you saying anything? You could have still talked about it, the whole entire thing, but just don't incriminate yourself. I would have never said I was in a car. Please. And I definitely wouldn't be saying I handed nobody no GUN. That's crazy as ever, man. You are incriminating yourself all the way around, you know? As far as him getting approved for that $750 bail thing, um, I'm glad that they did do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see how that could be like a negative, you know? And his actual charge, like I said, his actual trial, it will start in June of this year. And that will be interesting to see. Again, I don't see Diddy being charged unless they have some evidence to support Keefe D's allegations. If they don't have any evidence to support Keefe D's allegations, I just don't see how Diddy could even be brought up on any charges, because all they are going by is hearsay, and hearsay is not will not hold up in no court of law, period. Because you don't even know if this dude is telling the truth or anything. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought, like I said before, I recall him saying that Diddy allegedly paid him the 500K. He had to get the rest of it. So I don't know how that actually went about. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know how that actually went about, because now they're saying that Zip went to get it, but he said that he didn't get the money. But some people say that Zip did get the 500K and just didn't give it to Keefe. And at that time, I think Keefe had went to jail or whatever the case is, so he couldn't approach Zip or talk to not Pop, excuse me, or talk to Puffy at all, regarding that money. So, like I said, again, it sounds like he may be telling the truth. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Because of course I wasn't there. Again, though, if in order for Diddy to have charges brought up against him, they're going to have to find some type of evidence to support what Keefe D is saying. If there is no evidence, it is just hearsay, you cannot convict anybody on hearsay like that. You know what I'm saying? That you got to have some type of evidence, and they may be looking for evidence if there's still any evidence around, because you're talking about way back in 1996. That is how many years? Almost 30 years, right? So I don't see any evidence that could actually be finding, unless Keefe D recorded Diddy when he was allegedly saying all these things. Now that could have been used. You know what I'm saying? That could have been used. Otherwise, I don't know how they could actually determine if Sean did do this with him or not. Unless they use some type of trickery, right? And they question him, bring him in for questioning, but you have to have a valid reason for bringing him in for questioning. You just can't question somebody you don't have nothing, no reason for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this high profile case like this. So I don't know how they would go about to, try to see what he will say. Because sometimes you can talk to people, right? And then you can let them talk to other officers and then other officers. And if their story does not stay consistent, then you'll know that they're basically they could be not telling the truth about something. You know what I'm saying? Some people will have some inconsistencies when they talk to three or four people about the same thing, but I'm talking about large, inconsistencies. That's what the police will probably be like, okay, this story sounds a little fishy. This dude could be possibly, you know, lying and he could have been involved in it. So it just depends, y'all. It just depends on how the police handle this case, if they do have any actual evidence, or if they can find any evidence, or if there's a actual recording of Diddy saying these things that Keefe D alleges him to, that Keefe D said that he said. Okay, point blank. So let's see what else we got here on that. Okay. So I'm just going to ask you guys, do y'all think, the people who watch this in the replay, if you get this far in this video, do you guys think that Diddy ordered the assassination of Pac? Or do you think it was just basically retaliation from the gang because he beat up one of the gang members? I'm going to have to say I go with number one. Okay. I think it was a paid hit. That's what I think. All right. Let me make sure I don't got no more information on that. And then we are going to get ready to get out of here. These people know they be putting out bogus stories, man. They want Diddy to be arrested so bad that they did an actual video saying, breaking news, Diddy arrested in Pac's case. I mean, some people just will put anything up. You know what I'm saying? They want this dude to be in trouble so bad that they will put up a straight up lie. Oh, let me turn this down. Okay, I think that's it though with that right there. Like I said, if I get any more information regarding this, I will let you guys know. Um, and I will be following this story. You know what I'm saying? And especially when that trial starts in June. All right. All right. So before we get ready to go, I got about 7 more minutes. Let me go ahead and tell you about what Jeffrey Epstein brother says about his late brother. And I'm trying to figure out, why did he say this? Okay, it's just kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Very strange. But anyway, I'm not going to play the audio. I'm just going to read it. So Mark Epstein said in an interview Tuesday that his brother Jeffrey, the deceased ex-offender, known for his associations with a vast cross section of the world's rich and powerful, was just having a good time. What does that mean, though? And why would he say that? Why would he say, my brother was just having a good time, when his brother is accused of being a, he's accused of being, of actually assaulting, minors, also of abuse and some other things. So how was he just having a good time? What in the heck do he mean by saying this? Anyway, they said on Tuesday's edition of News Nation's On Balance, anchor Leland Vittert asked Epstein to react to the allegations against his brother. And I guess this is what he said. He said, there's very few people who knew him the way you did. And you hear all these allegations that he was providing women, some of age, some not of age, to other men to compromise them. Does all that surprise you? Or do you hear about that and kind of go, gee, there was always something about him that as a brother you go, that kind of makes sense. Then Epstein replied that none of the allegations make sense to him. He said, I think he was just like you said, he was just having a good time. Jeffrey liked He liked to have a good time. Anyway, the anchor man appeared confused and took issues with Epstein's comment. He said, "Hold on, there is a big difference between having a good time." But he didn't get a chance to say the rest of it. He just stopped at having because Epstein interrupted him. And Epstein said, "I wasn't there. So if you're asking me to speculate, then I really don't want to. I don't want to speculate because I wasn't there." Then the news anchor responded that even though he doesn't have a brother, he would not want to know this about anybody I love, adding, "The allegations are frankly revolting when you hear about what your brother is accused of." Epstein also claimed that his brother told him in 2016 that he had dirt on then presidential candidates. "He didn't tell me what that dirt was, and I don't know. I wasn't involved in his day-to-day life, so I don't know what he knows." So if you was not involved in his day-to-day life, where you didn't know, where you don't know what he knows, how do you know that his good time wasn't involving actually exploiting and abusing young girls and enticing them and bribing them to um, partake in entanglement with these men? Okay, so how does he know that? Because he don't. He just said right here, I wasn't involved in his day-to-day life, so I don't know what he knows. So if you wasn't involved in his day-to-day life, how do you not know that? How do you know that he did not um, do all these things that they're saying? Having a good time. What is having a good time? What does that mean? When your brother has been accused of all these um, crimes and stuff like that. So let's see what some of these people said in the comment section. They should have asked him, "Were you on the island?" "Hell yeah, I was on the island and I was having fun too. Are you guys going to be paying me with check or cash?" Okay, so Kim said, "Since when is a good time, including minor girls? He's as sick as his brother." That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out why did he say that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that his brother is accused of actually abusing young girls and things like that, underage. Why would he say he was just having a good time? That's kind of weird. Another commenter said, "At the expense of the mental health of a woman, a young woman, I don't call that fun. I call it trafficking in RAPE." And I agree. I just don't see, I don't know why his brother said that's kind of weird. It's going to make things worse. Why would you say that weird stuff? Hey, Nate, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all check out Nate and show him some love, okay? And tell him that Shades Tube such, y'all. Okay? Okay, so Keep It G, thank you for coming in. He said Reggie has set that shit up. Keefy D did the fall guy. Okay. A lot of people say Keefy D is the fall guy, but I still say Keefy D. Why is Keefy D telling people that he gave the GUN to his nephew when they was in a car, riding up on Pac and Suge? And blessings to you too, Nate the Great, okay? But I'm still gonna say, getting back to Jeffrey Epstein's brother, I'm still trying to figure out why did he say that. That is weird. He was just having a good time. Damn, what is he doing? Hopefully he's not doing no weird shit, because if you think being in a daggone mansion with underage girls, paying them to be into entanglements with men and stuff, how are you having a good time? How was your brother having a good time? And that's what this anchor should have been asking him. He should have been asking him, how was your brother having a good time when he is accused of actually abusing in RAPE of underage girls? How is that a good time? Explain that to me. Explain that to the viewers. Period. That is crazy as ever. Okay, so Catherine said, "What in the world? See, they all need to go to jail. It is just rubbing it in our faces that they can do whatever they want with no consequences." Okay, somebody said exactly what I said. Somebody said maybe someone should investigate him. The apple does not fall far from the tree. Now, sometimes it does, but since he had to make that crazy statement, this makes me do a side eye to the brother. Okay, I was having good feelings about the brother at first until I just got this in on my news break feed and read this. How was he just having a good time? And I keep on saying this. Okay, somebody say his brother acts like he has the same values. And then John said the same thing I said. What kind of fun? What kind of fun? And then he claims that Epstein had dirt on those candidates, right? Who was running for president. Why don't you mean to tell me your brother said this, but he didn't tell you exactly what type of dirt it is? Okay, that's kind of strange. Okay, and I'm also wondering now if he has any skeletons in his closets, you know, that may be similar to his brothers. Okay? That's crazy. Why would you say that? He was only having a good time with children, 17 years old. It could have been, I think I read somewhere even 15-year olds and 14-year olds. So you're having a good time with kids. And somebody said that too, with children of ages 14 and up, girls. Okay, Daisy said he is not unalive. So y'all, here y'all go with this conspiracy. So why? So where is he then? And why would they be acting like he is not? Um, why would they be acting like he's not alive if he really is? Because he's hiding out just in case the big people want to get him because he's going to expose people. So if he was alive, I think they would be arresting a lot of people because he could be showing them real evidence to show them that certain people were also engaged in this. So I don't believe he's alive because if he was alive, like I just said, and they was hiding him out because they know people would be after him. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he would have told them everything he needed to tell them and then show evidence because he did have things. What I think I read and said that he had things recorded as well. I can't remember, but anyway, you know, if any of these people was at that house, I mean that mansion, right, and they engaged in any type of acts with underage girls, it would probably show up. You know what I'm saying? Some type of way. You know. So I don't know. I think he is not alive. You know, and just that's just what I feel. So DJJS said the only sense he made was questioning his brother's alleged SUICIDE. She said we all know it was a big cover up. And like I said before the other day, in regards to that, I don't believe he hung himself. Okay, period. I believe somebody did it. I told you the other day that the actual thing that he used to do that with, right? It wasn't the one that you guys saw in the picture. He actually used a different one because he had like two or three ones in the room. And then they was also wondering why come he didn't just use the extension cord, that connects to his sleep apnea. What is it called? Sleep apnea machine. Y'all can tell I'm getting tired because I'm saying all types of weird stuff. So why did he use that electrical, the extension cord that's connected to the little machine? So why would he have to do all these things to these sheets and stuff to make a little noose or whatever the case is? He could have just used the damn extension cord and did it and did the same exact thing. Okay, then also they had said that he had other marks on his neck, some that was up higher, which indicates that something else happened, that it wasn't just, him committing, what, because he wouldn't have had those marks in that position. Those marks I'm talking about, I think they said it was slightly higher. So that would indicate that somebody else did it to him. He didn't do it to himself. But let's see what else. Also, his brother said that he was getting ready to go up for a bail hearing. So why would he terminate himself right before a bail hearing when he possibly could have gotten out of jail for a minute, you know, and had an ankle monitoring just like Keefy D? Okay, so why would he off himself before he found out what they was going to say at the bail bond hearing? Okay, and then let's see, what else does his brother say? But remember too, a cellmate also said that Jeffrey Jeffrey had said in the cell that he was gonna himself, and he said he was gonna do himself because the government or somebody was trying to unalive him. That was according to his new cellmate. However, we don't know for sure if the cellmate actually said that or if he was made to say that. You see what I'm saying? Because if somebody unalived you, right, they're going to do whatever they need to do to protect themselves, right? So they're going to have people say things that is not true. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make people say things, just in case they're being questioned or to provide an alibi or whatever the case it is. Let's see what else they got here. So somebody said Margot logo where Trump owns is still turning out young sex slaves. I don't know where these people get all this stuff from, y'all, for real. So let's see if anybody say anything about it on TikTok before we get ready to get out of here. Then we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Let's see. Because that's crazy. See, he was just having fun. Who says that? You know what I'm saying? Damn, don't say shit if you can't say something intelligent. Shit. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if anybody's talking about it. Hold on. I think it's this one right here. Hold on. Let's see here. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. I don't know if this is the one right here. Let me see real quick. So they're not talking about that statement yet. That's what I'm trying to find that. They probably won't have that up until tomorrow because let me see what he said. They said that he revealed Jeffrey Epstein reveals shocking information during interrogation under oath. Let's see what he said right there real quick. I know they probably lied. Let's see what kind of shocking information he said. Wait, let me start it back. Oh shit! Let me go back to that.
Please give us your name.
My name is Jeff. No, see, this is an edited. We're not gonna listen to that bull crap. See, that's what I'm talking. You got to watch these people on TikTok because they be doing silly shit, and if you don't carefully watch this shit, you'll be saying stuff that's not even true. Hold on, let's see what else. Okay. Um, yeah, again, I'm not gonna play none of these because these people are making like I want to see about his brother, what everybody's saying about that. Hold on, let me see if I can get it again, y'all. Let me see. Is this? Let me see if this may be
irregularity, shall we say, if we want to use that term generously, involving your brother's death.
Oh, let's see if this is the one.
You say you want more of an investigation. Is that because you believe there are more irregularities, or because you believe that the irregularities point to the possibility that your brother was killed? Yeah, well, first of all, they're saying an investigation. It doesn't seem to have been much of an investigation at all. That's the real question. Because things like the EMT and the medical personnel at the hospital, none of them have ever been questioned. And they have found that to be odd because they're always questioned, especially in high profile cases. So the question becomes, what investigation was done? It doesn't seem to have been any because the pathologist that did the autopsy, the city pathologist, and Dr. Barton, who I had there, they both came out of the autopsy saying they could not call it a suicide because it appeared too much like a homicide.
I know you have said, and we have listed the irregularity, shall we say, if we want to use that term generously, involving your brother's death. You say you want more of an investigation. Is that because you believe there are more irregularities, or because you believe that the irregularities point to the possibility that your brother was killed?
Yeah, well, okay, so we already hear that one right there. Okay, hold on. Okay. So I already basically broke that part down to you guys the other day when I was talking about him, that he was saying that his brother, he believed his brother was murked, and he don't believe his brother committed, you know what, because of all the weird stuff, that transpired after his brother allegedly unalived himself. How, like he just said, how they did not interview the EMS people, they didn't interview the doctors, nobody, they did not even acknowledge certain things in the autopsy report or anything. So it's something else that I said. It's a lot of stuff that I was naming, plus about the two or three different noose that were self-made noose that were found in the cell. The action one that he used, they did not show that one, and then, it was something else, the way he was hanging, I believe. They talked about that as well. And then the fact that he was going up for the bail thing, like I said before, why would he off himself when he didn't know the outcome of the hearing? It was going to be, I think, the next day or the day after that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that inmate, like I told you before, his other cellmate, not the police one, but the other cellmate that they put in his room, the one they took out a couple hours before he offed himself, allegedly, he claimed that Jeffrey said that he was going to unalive himself, and he might as well because the government was going to do it or somebody else was going to do it or something. So, but still, this is hearsay. We don't know for sure if that's what the inmate said. Even if he did say it, we don't know if he could have been coerced to say it. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't believe he offed himself. I believe that he was off, point blank. That's what I believe. And as far, again, I'm still trying to figure out because I can't find any videos about him saying, hold on, I can't find any videos on TikTok with anybody talking about why did he say his brother was just having fun. It'll probably be up tomorrow, though, because it is kind of late, and it's definitely late on the East Coast. I'm still trying to figure out why he said that. When he says that, it just makes us look at him with a side eye and wonder, is he doing something? Or did he go there? Or, it just makes you wonder, why would you say he was just having fun when he was there doing the most with underage girls? And I'm talking about girls as young as 14. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when I get any updates on this case, of course, I'm going to let you guys know about it, just like I'm doing tonight. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can stay abreast of that situation. One more story that I want to tell you about, and then that will be it. Okay, so hold on, let me make sure if I want to talk about that. I may do an actual live about this. I don't know if I'm going to tell you guys about this yet. Hold on, let me just check it out. Let's see, news breaks taking all day. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I do need to say this real quick. Okay, so anyway, I will tell you guys about this. So Kelly Price, she calls out the alleged cover-up taking place in the gospel community, y'all. She did a rant where she accused her Sunday's Best co-host
of being everything but children of God. Kelly Price has the streets talking after a recent Instagram rant where she accused her Sunday's best co-host of being everything but real children of God. The friend of mine singer got into it after sharing a post on Instagram accusing the social platform and Meta of sanctioning her for a response she posted to someone who allegedly harassed her online. There was one spectator who left a comment on the post shading Price for coming off aggressive on social media despite having served as a judge on BET's award winning gospel competition, Sunday's Best. Okay, let's see. Anyway, just to let y'all know, she only was on the show for a short time. Okay, I don't know why she was only on there for a short time. She did not say, but anyway, they said that her recent Instagram rant might explain why. Anyway, when responding to the critic who referenced her Sunday best pass, Price threw the whole tree at the celebrity talent on the show, and accused them of fornication, pedo, you know what, and taking part in other illicit sexual activity. My gosh. So she's basically saying that some of these people, are doing the very thing that they speak against. They are fornicating. Some of them are doing PEDOPHILIA and taking part in other illicit sexual activity. Okay? She said on Twitter, known as X now, Lord, deliver us from Pastor HOES and pedo. She said, deliver us from self righteous congruents who send their money to liars and pimps in plain sight. Then come deliver me. Wow. Then she said, the nerve you have. I was the only artist judge on Sunday Best that wasn't that was not effing someone else's spouse or fornicating or messing with kids and boys. But you have smoke for me? She said, you ignorant church going brain dead a-hole. And then she ended her tirade by highlighting her gospel roots and revealing why she has distanced herself from the gospel community since leaving Sunday's Best. She said, I am a child of a preacher, 3+ generations, and I have no desire to be named among the gospel community. Wonder why? You don't, because you already know what it is and are content to be a part of the cover up that had been happening for generations. And that's the cover up of, just like she said, pedo, fornicators, adulterers, and something else she said. Oh, and people who act like whores. Okay, period. So let's see what some people said about her. Somebody said, you are right. I grew up in that era too, and all the pastors and ministers worked for a living. So they talking about when pastors did that. Now they're not doing. Some of them are not doing that now. Now they're just basically living off of offerings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And some of these pastors are fake. They be doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Not all. Some are though. So Kia said, so you get mad at the internet for noticing that your hubby was acting like a queen and turn around and blast the church for it. Yes, the church in the body of Christ has become tainted, and the leadership from the rooter to the tutor are extremely corrupt. But what did that have to do with your husband, who was acting like he was on his cycle, though? Kelly, if you are so concerned about the pedos in the essay, you know what that means. How come you didn't blow the whistle on it then? I'll tell you why. Because you were too busy getting a bag and looking the other way. That's why you are no better than the others in those circles. If she did it like that, then they are correct. Okay, I always say, just like some people on YouTube, hey, Captain Keith, salute to you, hon. Y'all go check out Captain Keith, y'all. Show him some support, okay? I have always said, how can you talk about what people do, right, when you get mad, okay? Especially when it's like criminal type things. But you wasn't talking about this before you got mad when you saw them doing it or you knew they were doing it. Why didn't you call the authorities, especially if they are messing with kids? You can't get arrested for adultery or fornication, but messing with kids you can't. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm trying to figure out, why do people always try to expose people, right, for criminal activities, but they don't expose them when they first see it, and then they don't expose them to the proper authorities. They go on social media. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe the Popo will see this, okay, and investigate her claims, and maybe they won't. You know what I'm saying? But the thing, what I'm saying is that if you know somebody is doing criminal activities, especially like pedos, why are you waiting so long to talk about it? You should be calling somebody immediately, to check out the situation. Like another person said, if she did not report child, you know what? She was just as bad as they are, period. Let's see what this is. Okay, somebody said, like, that's a surprising expose, maybe for the naive. The rest of us know that football, reality shows, celebrity advice givers, BET, etc., are all big businesses in which profit is 100 times more important than integrity. Why think that the gospel music world would be any different? Okay, somebody else said, I wouldn't say all. All are not corrupt, only some, and that's true. Hold on, y'all, for a second. Somebody else said, finally, someone not scared to speak up about religion. Like I said before, though, if she knew this was going on, I think she should have said something a long time ago. However, I'm glad she's saying something now, but I just think if you saw all of these things happening, you should have said something a long time ago. Somebody said Cat opened a can of worms. I actually think that Cassie did, and that encouraged everybody to start speaking out and speaking up about, pedo type stuff going on, RAPE of any woman or underage child. I think this is what encouraged everybody to start speaking up and giving them the courage to speak up as well. You know, so like I said before, we will just see. We'll see if they look into what Kelly Price is alleging, and go from there. Okay, let me just tell y'all what this person said real quick before we get ready to get out of here. Okay, this person right here says this: anyone who is a gospel performer ain't of God. God is not a performer, nor does he sell any parts of him for your enjoyment and pleasure. John 4th verse 23 to 24. But the hour is coming and now is when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For such the Father seeks to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. Okay. And the thing is, a lot of these churches are not true worshipers. Okay, that's just straight up, And I never believed in um, preachers and stuff doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Just doing the most. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a preacher if he's getting tired of offering. Once he take care of the obligations of a church. Hold on, y'all. It's damn cold. Hold on. Once he takes care of the obligations of the church, right, and of the people at the church. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with the preacher, taking care of his household things like his rent, utility bills, food, and things like that. However, I do find something wrong when they take that money and just go crazy and buying stuff that doesn't make any sense and spending money on things that doesn't make any sense. You can still look nice without buying overly priced designer things and buying jets and things like that and being flamboyant. That's just not, to me, it's just not something you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? As a pastor, you're supposed to stay a certain type of way, you know? And then when you got people in your congregation and they're struggling and stuff, and you're out here buying $2,000 suits and spending thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, that's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? You should be taking some of that money, helping the people in your church who are struggling, who are poor, who are homeless, who are living in their cars and stuff like that, or rent now apartments and living in houses and can't buy food, can't pay their utilities. That's the problem I have with some of these preachers and stuff. That's why when I do go to church, I try to pick churches that don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Where the preacher don't dress like that, and spend money like that. It's just not, to me, it's just not right. You know what I'm saying? In some of these churches, I just don't feel like they are truly worshiping, God Himself. They may be worshiping a God, but it's not the uppercase God. You know what I'm saying? It's not that God. It's the lowercase one, because you're not supposed to be like into all that materialistic stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can look decent, you can be clean, you can have a little nice car, but they go overboard. And then you got people in your church that are struggling. And I know some people will say it's not their responsibilities, but yes, it is. Because when you're getting offerings and stuff and all of that, you're supposed to use that to serve your community right there in your church. Right. When you need help, especially if you don't tithe, they will not help you. Okay, a lot of these churches will not help you if you never gave money to their church. And they definitely send you to organizations. And these organizations sometimes can't even help you. And that's another thing. While these preachers are spending thousands of dollars on suits, shoes, furniture, homes, cars, women, men, and all types of weird stuff, they should be taking some of that money and using it to help people when they can't pay their bills. Not saying that you let people take advantage of this help, because you still take them through some type of, you know, you still have requirements, you know what I'm saying? And you make sure these people are legit. You check out things. You just don't give away money. But their main focus should be helping their church members in their community. Point blank, whether you tithe or not. Because some people can't tithe. You know what I'm saying? Some people are so poor, they can't even give anything, yet alone 10%. You know? So some of these churches, in my opinion, are not they're not true. Okay? They're just false prophets. Point blank. They think because they speak in tongues and all this other stuff that they are, closer to God and all these things. Do they not realize that Satan also speaks languages like that you can't understand? And if somebody is speaking tongues to you, it should be always somebody there to interpret it. You know what I'm saying? So you can know what they're saying. or the person who's speaking it should be interpreting it, because you don't know what they may be saying. You know what I'm saying? They could be speaking something else. They could be saying tongues from the devil or something. You just never know. That's why you don't let everybody pray for you, and you don't ask everybody to pray for you, because not all pray to the same God. Like I said, if you're praying to the God, capital God, the real God, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. But people got many different gods, honey. And I mean, they got many different gods. Okay. So you got to be very cautious who you ask to pray for you. You have to be very cautious to the church you go to and the people you surround yourself around. Okay. And that's just on everything. You know, a lot of things would not happen in this world today if we just watch who we associate with, you know, and that's on everything. And y'all knew I was going to say that again. The final story for tonight is this one right here. And then we are getting ready to get out of here. Okay. So, hold on. Can y'all believe a passenger fell off an airplane after opening? Hold on. Let me give you some more water. Actually, let me take my medicine real quick. Hold on, y'all. So that when I get off the slide, I'm going to go in here and take a quick shower again. And then I'm going to bed. It's 12:30. I got about 5 more minutes, and that's going to be it. Y'all, I'll be on this clock. Y'all just don't know. See, I'll be looking at that clock. Y'all think I just be going over and don't be looking at this clock, but I'll be looking at this clock because I know what time I go to bed. Okay, I just took my hypertension medicine, okay? And then an hour after that, I'm going to take my daggone cough medicine because I'm tired of all this coughing. And what's going on here? I cannot read this. They be on my phone with this damn Spanish. I can read some of it, but not all of it. I don't even know what this means. Let me just push this. See, I knew that wasn't going to be the right one. Let me close it. Okay, I did that one. Okay, so anyway, a passenger falls out of the airplane after opening the cabin door. Okay, anyway, he did this shortly after boarding an Air Canadian aircraft. Okay, and then he fell onto the tarmac at Pearson International Airport on Monday. This is stupid. Anyway, the carrier said a passenger who had boarded flight ACO 56 normally did not proceed to their seat after boarding, but instead opened a cabin door on the opposite side of the aircraft. Okay, I don't know why they proceeded. He proceeded to fall roughly 20 feet in onto the tarmac while the plane, a Boeing 777, was still at the gate of the Toronto airport. Anyway, Peel Regional Police and Peel EMS responded to the incident. Now, a spokesperson for Peel Regional Police confirmed the incident to Newsweek. Police received a call around 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday that a man opened an aircraft door while the plane was not moving and fell onto the tarmac. When police arrived, the man was apprehended and taken to the hospital to be treated for injuries. All right. Let's see what else they got here. Hold on. Anyway, they are investigating to determine the individual, if the individual was in a state of crisis. And they also said this man suffered minor injuries and the status of his current condition is unclear. Now, while I'm sitting here reading this, I don't know what the hell is be wrong with Newsbreak. I'm telling you, whoever edits their articles, don't do them right. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to sit up here on this camera and try to say the stuff the correct way. Because a lot of times when I'm reading it, I may not see that they made errors and I'll just read it. And then I have to go back over it to do it again. Anyway, that flight was scheduled to carry 319 passengers and it was delayed and then departed 6 hours later because of that incident. All right. Let's see what else they got here. Anyway, y'all, The airport there is working with the police to find out exactly what was going on with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because why did he open up the cabin door? I mean, what was wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he started having what like when you sometimes some people be scared to get on planes. Like I don't like airplanes, right? But I'm not going to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people hyperventilate. Sometimes people start thinking they're like trapped in a small place, and they be like need to get out. So maybe he was going through something like that. You know what I'm saying? He was just like scared. Feeling like he's gonna suffocate or something, or get squashed up or some shit. I don't know. And then he just wanted to get off the plane. Maybe that happened. You know what I'm saying? See, somebody said the same thing. Somebody said, did it ever occur to you haters that maybe he was having a panic attack or other mental health crises? How about a little compassion? You heard me just say that. I just said that before I even read it because it sounded like to me he might have been scared, you know, and had some type of panic attack, where he was thinking that he can't breathe. He's, you know, he's suffocating, or he just scared to be on the plane, especially when it takes off. He just wanted to get off before it gets up. You know what I'm saying? It's much like when you get on a ride, right? And people convince you to get on it, but you're scared, or you try to convince yourself you're not scared, but you get on the ride. Then all of a sudden you be like, let me off, let me off, let me off, before the ride goes on up, before it starts. I mean, and you're like, let me off. And some people have tried to open the little door, to the ride. You know what I'm saying? And then like, if the ride is not moving, the people will see it and they'll let the person off. You know, so maybe he has something like that, a panic attack, and maybe he couldn't get off the other way, so he just opened the cabin door and he fell through because he was trying to get out of there. Anyway, somebody said don't fly if you are unstable, prone to panic attacks, especially a long flight from Toronto to Dubai. Yeah, that's why, like, even when I was going to go to United to London, right? Oh my God, I was trying to figure out how I would get through that 12-hour flight, because I was like, damn, when I came here, the flight was 6 hours, but then you take 2 hours back or something like that. So it was 4 hours. I didn't have no panic attacks or anything because I always controlled everything pretty good. But I was staying under control, myself for those couple of hours. I don't know if I could actually do it for 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I may start feeling like I can't be on this plane. So that's why I don't know if I could be on a plane that long. It's just too long. And it's not that I'm thinking that I'm going to be suffocated. I be thinking that the damn plane is going to crash. That's why I don't like being on airplanes. And he could have been thinking something like that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't like airplanes. Okay. That's why I barely get on them and everything. Like I said, I can do a short trip, but going somewhere like London, I'm going to really have to smoke myself some weed. Okay. So I can get through that flight, because I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't know about that. Then again, I may not need to smoke no weed because I may really have a panic attack, but maybe I need to take a drink or something. I don't know. It's just too long. 12 hours is too long for me to be on anybody's plane. 4 hours, maybe 6, but not no 8 and 12 and all this other shit and 24 hours on a plane up in the damn air. I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been thinking about all types of weird shit. And like, even when I flew out here, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I sat right by the window. Okay, even though I don't like heights, I sat by the window because it's like, if I sit by the window and I'm looking at the plane, and seeing the wings or whatever you call that, it seemed like I can control. That's weird, isn't it? I can control things better. I don't know. It's just weird. I just don't like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like even when I went on that ride at the zoo, I think, and I did the video, I sat right there by the door because I wanted to see. I mean, you can see in that thing all over, but I don't know. It's just weird. It's like you can have better control where you sit. Really, you can't, but you be telling your mind that so nothing won't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did on the plane too. I sat right by the daggone window, and I was watching everything for the longest. I don't even think I fell asleep. I think I stayed awake the whole entire time. That's another reason why I can't be on a plane for 12 hours, because I am going to stay awake the entire 12 hours. And then I'm thinking, I think I did listen to some music. I'm not sure. That helped me when I was on the plane ride. But I took pictures up there too. And I actually got those on my Instagram page. But yeah, I took pictures from up there, which are very beautiful, and everything. But I just don't like being in planes because I'm always thinking that something is going to happen. And then when it took off, all that turbulence and stuff, hell, I thought we was crashing then. It was like very, very strong. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't even know how people get on planes because damn all that shaking and shit, and you feel like you about to, I don't know. I don't like it. It's just very unstable. You know what I'm saying? And just the fact that just flying up there in the air like that, I don't know about that. At that very fast speed, you just don't have no help, no, nothing if something happens up there. You know what I'm saying? It's much like when you be on a boat, like on a cruise. I can go on a boat, but I don't want to go on a cruise. You know what I'm saying? Because if something happened, what can you do? Okay, you're gonna put on a life jacket, right? But still, shit, you're in that water and stuff. It's freezing cold. If you're in the Pacific Ocean, you're gonna get ate up by sharks and shit, and no telling what else is out there in that water. Hell no. The only boat ride I'll do is one that's very short, like a day cruise, and I'm still like on heightened alert then. You know what I'm saying? I don't like anything that I can't control. I just really don't. At least in a car, you can have some type of control there. You know what I'm saying? Even though more accidents happens in cars, but still you have a little bit more control in a car, you know, but not in that damn airplane. And I think you got more control on a boat than you do on an airplane. You know what I'm saying? Because at least in a boat, if they have life jackets or if you got one, me, I'm so dang weird. I'll bring a life jacket on the damn boat with me on a cruise. I really would. You know what I'm saying? It'd be in my damn luggage, you know. and at least you can put that on and hope for the best. In the plane, if it get in a crash, I don't know what to tell you, y'all. Okay, because if you splash in water, you're gonna be cut up. Okay, if you hit the ground, you're gonna be messed up still. If it explode in the sky, you're messed up. If it explode or impact, you're messed up. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like planes. I would rather ride in a helicopter. At least it can land anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it crashes, it can still crash and mess you up, but at least you can land anywhere. You know? I'm gonna tell you straight up, I would probably take a helicopter if I could, But I don't think you could. I think that's too far. But I probably would have still took it if I could have, gone in London and just would have psyched myself up to do it, but I wouldn't have liked it. Like some people really do enjoy being on planes, but I just don't like stuff like that. So this dude probably was scared. He probably had a panic attack and just probably just didn't, couldn't do it. And since he couldn't get off the plane the other way, I guess, he just opened the cabin door and got out. You know what I'm saying? But he actually fell out, because when he opened the door, he just fell out. I'm just glad that the plane wasn't going up the runway, thing. I think that's what you call that. And he didn't fall out because he probably would have got, you know, unalived. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Everybody, I'm not gonna read no more of these comments. Somebody said the headline made it seem like he fell 30,000 feet. Yeah, it did, but I read it, so I already knew it was right there on the what's the name. Somebody said, good thing the plane wasn't moving, or it could have been worse. That's what I just said. I'm glad he survived that fall. 20 feet is far. 20 feet is far, y'all. From what I read, he had mental issues and essentially panicked. Not saying he's crazy, so haters don't come at me. Yeah, when you have mental issues, certain mental issues, I don't know. I think maybe they should. I don't know, because that's probably kind of unfair to say. But when you have mental issues, like some that could make you have panic attacks and things like that, I just don't think you should be flying. Because you may have a panic attack, while the plane is in midair, and then that's going to be a disaster. They probably got to end up restraining the person down and all types of shit. Who wants to stay like that on a 12-hour, 8-hour, 6-hour plane ride? Somebody said alcohol could have had something to do with it. That's why they shouldn't allow you to drink alcohol before you get on the plane or while you're on it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so somebody said the same thing that I just said. They said people should not be allowed to fly if they have mental issues or unstable issues. It endangers everyone's life on the plane. My dog has to show papers from a vet in order to board. Maybe people should too. End of story. I say the same thing. If you have certain mental health issues like any type of panic type disorders, any type of let's see, schizo disorders, um, panic attacks. What's the other one called? Maybe even PS. What is it? Post stress disorder thing, PSTD or whatever you call it. Maybe even that to a certain degree. It just depends. Like I said, like she said in this comment section, the doctor will probably basically have to make that decision because that's the only person that can really make them. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different mental disorders. You can't say, you know, anybody with any mental disorder shouldn't be allowed to fly. It should be like specific ones that could cause you to have a panic attack. Like, if you have some type of panic disorders or anything, or maybe schizo disorders or even bipolar disorders. It just depends on which one it is. Because you got different type of bipolar things going on. So it just depends. Because you got to keep people safe. You got to keep people safe and other people on the airplane. You can't have people on the airplane open up doors and shit when you're midair because everybody on the plane gonna be unalive. You know what I'm saying? So again, they may need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they can stop some of this stuff from happening. But anyway, I hope that man is okay. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's okay. I hope they got him the help that he needs. And hopefully he was just having a panic attack or something like that. And hopefully no charges are filed on him if he was having a panic attack or some type of mental thing going on. This man said, "What the f? Another stupid moron." But he spelled moron, Moran. Okay, all right, my guy. All right. Somebody said, anybody who know airport procedures, can they explain why the 6-hour delay was necessary? Standard protocol, because it was a standard protocol, just like you just said. Anytime the plane does anything, like somebody do something weird on the airplane, they always check everything. They always make sure everything is good. They always talk to everybody. They go through that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just so they can make sure, that the passengers will be safe, point blank. And they probably take around 6 hours to do all of that. Then they had to get the dude up, and check him out just to make sure, it wasn't no type of, attack, and nobody else was with them doing stuff. They got to check out stuff, point blank. So, take 6 hours, if it's going to guarantee our safety. You know what I'm saying? Patience, patience, patience. We got to practice it. But anyway, y'all, we are getting ready to get out of here. And I want to thank you guys so much for taking your time out tonight to check me out and stuff with our Night Owl live section. And again, just to recap what we went over, we talked about Sean Diddy Combs allegedly orchestrating Tupac Shakur hit for $1 million, according to what Keefe D said at the 2000 interview with the police, which they recorded, and they are using that recording in that trial, which is starting in June of 2024. So we will be looking out for that. Also, Keefe D was granted his bail $750,000, and he will be at home with the ankle monitor on. All right. We also, let me go on because I forgot what else we talked about. Now I got to look at my stuff. Hold on. We also just talked about Kelly Price calling out the gospel community, saying that pedos are there, um, people who are committing fornication, adultery, and doing something else. I can't remember what that was. Just check out this replay, you'll know, or check it out on Google. All right. We also talked about Epstein brother, who made that stupid ass comment saying his brother was just having a good time. I'm still trying to figure out why Mark Epstein said that stupid shit. All right. Because it makes us wonder if he is okay with this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy. We also talked about the passenger who fell out of the plane after opening the cabin door. Again, like I just said, this dude could have been going through some type of mental crises or a panic attack or whatever. He fell like 20 feet, and they say he just had some minor injuries, and hopefully he is making a full recovery, and hopefully they did check him out mentally just to see, if he is having any type of mental stuff going on. And hopefully, hopefully he gets the correct treatment. And hopefully if he was having some type of mental stuff going on, hopefully they don't charge him with anything. All right. And let's see, I think that's it, y'all. I think I did everything. I think I just recapped everything. All right. So tomorrow, guys, I'm gonna come back Friday for my regular live. Um, I was thinking about talking about, because y'all remember when I told you guys about this dude. Um, he's he's supposed to be like a ex rocker dude. Okay. Anyway, he claims that the Illuminati was trying to get him to get into that organization. Okay, I believe his ass is a little nuts. I'm not gonna lie. And he said that his father or grandfather was also a part of it, right? And they gave him a ring. Okay. So I was telling you guys about that yesterday. And I was telling you guys I was going to try to get him to come up on my show to talk about it. And at the same time, he can sing 2 of his songs. Okay. So my son hit him up to schedule what's the name to book him. So we are waiting for him to tell us how much he charged. And if it's not ridiculous, then I'll get him. But keep in mind, he is, even though he claims he isn't, but on his website, I think his handle is, I forgot what his handle is, but it also has 666 up there. So my son said he is a devil worshiper. I don't know for sure if he is or not. Okay. But I was thinking about doing a live on the Illuminati, just saying what it, just like, just going over what, if this organization exists, what it is, what they do, and some of the people they say that could be in it. I don't know if I should do this live. I'm still thinking about it because I don't need nobody calling me up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I may still do it. I may and I may not. But I am trying to get this dude up here. And if he does come, not to my house, we're going to do StreamYard because like shit. I'm going to be asking him questions about the Illuminati. I'm going to go right into an interview type mode and be like, you know, how long have you been a member in this organization? How did you, how were you, I forget how did I put the questions before, but I got them all written down. I wanted to ask them what type of things do they do and things like that. Um, what is the, what do you call that when you, I can't remember the words because I'm getting tired, but when you're like when gang members get what's the name into the group, what type of procedures do they go through to allow you into the organization? I'm gonna ask him some hard questions. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Because for one thing, I think the dude is a little nuts. Secondly, I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. You never know. But where did he get that ring from? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want him to be uncomfortable. But so, like I said, if he is not charging that much, then I'll get him to come and tell us about the Illuminati and what was the process for him to get into it, or for them to invite him to join, because he claimed at first my son said he was a member, but then my son came back and said that he said that they invited him to join the Illuminati. So if he was actually a rock star as he claimed he was, then maybe that was the time when they was asking him if he's telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? So I was just gonna ask him questions about it because he's stone crazy. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. He's one of those functional crazy people. You know what I'm saying? So if he does not charge a lot, then I will get him to come up, not on my show like in my house, but he will like go on StreamYard and we will do a side by side interview, and then I will also let him perform two of his songs. I know I'm gonna be closing my ears because he do rock music. There's nothing wrong with rock music, but I'm just this dude is absolutely nuts. I can imagine. Sorry, I can imagine how he sounds. I haven't went to his TikTok page yet to look at him, or his. He got a website too, so I may go to his website to see how he sounds and stuff. But I'm more interested in learning about him talking about he was invited into the Illuminati, and him, saying he is a devil worshiper, but he don't worship the devil, and he certainly does because he got 666 as his little what's the name that I put up the other day, and then plus I remember when I saw him walking down the street looking a hot ass mess. I'm thinking he holding up rock on sign. He was holding up the damn devil horns. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did to me and stuff. With his weird stuff. But again, if I can get him up here, if he's not charging too much, because he did contact me back, but I need to find out his charge. If it's not much, then I'll let him come up. But if he start being ridiculous, he won't be coming on my thing. And hopefully I'll get a lot of views from this because I'm definitely gonna put it out, have my daughters put it out on our board. So everybody in this area will take a look at the damn video and learn more about this dude. Because I'm not lying, y'all. This dude be walking up and down the street. It be cold. His ass be having on shorts like a surfer guy. And damn shirt be open up. You know what I'm saying? Showing his big ass beard belly. And then he got hair on his chest, which is not cute. I do not like a hairy dude. You know what I'm saying? And then his stomach is kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Got a little beard. It's not like humongous. It's just a little beer belly. But the only thing that's crazy about that is that when he be outside, his pants be like not down like that, but they be like down enough where you can see his pubic hairs. Okay. And people be telling him to pull his pants up. So I saw him the other day. He actually had them pulled up a little bit, where you can see his hairs, but he still was looking gross. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's look forward. We're looking forward to that. Like I said, if he don't charge too much, then I'll have him up. As long as he put on clothing, because he has to put on full pants and a shirt. And I'm gonna let him know that straight up. And I'll be saying no weird shit either. You know what I'm saying? No weird shit and doing weird shit. And no damn spells and shit. Or no weird sayings and shit on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And you have to look out for all that type of shit. But I'm gonna play it like most interview people do. I'm not gonna be like judgmental and start accusing him of stuff or anything like that. So he won't have no reason to be doing no type of bullshit on my channel that I may have to rebuke or anything like that. All right. But he got the right one because I can definitely get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's on everything. But anyway, I want to thank everybody who came in, everybody who watched me in the bushes, even the people who are lurking. You know who you are. Okay, sexy. You know exactly who you are. And also, I want to thank everybody who watches this in the replay. I want to thank Carl is here. I know you are fast. I know you are sound asleep. I also want to thank the real DJ Fruit Loops. Y'all check him out, all right, and show him some love. I also want to thank Get It G. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for coming in, showing support, all right? And I hope you did subscribe to the channel. And I want to thank Nick the Great Podcast, okay? Y'all check out Nick the Great Podcast. He's a really, really, really great content creator with some real content. So check him out and tell him Shades to the Sunshine. Also check out Captain Keith, and thank you, Captain Keith, for coming by, showing support. And thank you for the great job comment. And y'all check out Captain Keith, because again, he's a good content creator. He talks about a lot of interesting topics. Sometimes he cooks on his channel. Also, his wife comes on there and they do like little talk shows and stuff like that. They talk about different subjects. Oh, yeah, I know. And everything. I mean, they definitely do. You know what? That's why I was telling my son, because my son thought he was coming to my house. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? He can do that live. I mean, yeah, he can do the collabo right from StreamYard. I don't want that weirdo coming to my house. Okay? Period. Okay? And like I said, if I do let him come on here, rest assured, I won't be letting him say no weird shit. Okay? And that's on everything. And I'm not going to be offensive or act like I know I actually know how to talk to people, okay? So even though I don't worship Satan or anything, um, I'm not going to be like, like some people get up there and they be like, oh, you should be worshiping God and things like that. I'm not going to do all of that, okay? If he say he worships Satan, okay, that's him. You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to be like, why you worship him and things like that, because that's him. You want to go to hell, that's him. You know. I'm really just want to talk to him about the Illuminati, but not get too far into it. You see what I'm saying? Just like, random questions like you say you was asked to join it. So why did they ask you? Who asked you? What are the requirements for joining the Illuminati? And questions like that, just basic stuff. I don't need to know about no rituals and all this other bullshit and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But just basic stuff, and that's it. But as I was saying, thanks to Captain Keith, y'all check him out. Him and his wife do a lot of the talk shows. They talk about different stories, and he also cooks on his channel, and he sometimes shows his son football games and things like that. So go check him out. All right. Other than that, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. But before we leave, I want y'all to thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content tonight. And I'm talking very fast and I'm messing up. Also, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. All right? And thank you so much, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to come back. I don't know if I'm going to do that Illuminati stuff or not, because I ain't trying to get nobody to be calling me up or knocking on my doors or no weird shit. Because like if I talk about it, I'm gonna go in depth with it. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that for sure yet. It would make a good live, but I don't know for sure yet. But trust me when I say we're still gonna have a good live tomorrow, regardless of what I talk about, whether it's the Illuminati or something else weird. We're gonna talk about something tomorrow, okay? I don't know if I'm coming on tomorrow morning though or tomorrow evening. But if I do come on tomorrow evening, I'm gonna try not to come on late like it is tonight. All right. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget the thumbs up. All right, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. But definitely subscribe and thumbs up. All right. And I looked at my videos again too on YouTube Studio, and let me see what they got. Let me see. I think no. Let me go to YouTube Studio. Hold on. Let's go to YouTube Studio before we get out of here. Oh my God. Let's see. YouTube Studio. What the hell is it on this phone? I can't never find nothing. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, no, it's not. That's YouTube Music. Let me see. Studio. Where is it at? Here it is right here. So let's see. I'm trying to find that damn video. So now I got 1,394 subscribers. Okay. Almost 1,400 subscribers. That's pretty good, huh? Um, in that video I reposted, let me see how many views I got on that now. Last time I looked at it though, because I can't see it on here. Last time I looked at it, it had over 100 and some thousand views. And the other video I posted had 35,000 the last time I looked at it. And if I was monetized off the 100, okay, let me see how that goes. If I was monetized off of the 118,000 views, no, I did the wrong damn thing, y'all. My ass. Wait a minute, how you do that? 118,000. Okay, that's not right, girl. You're so damn dumb. Let me see. Hold on. I did this earlier. When I get tired, y'all, I be doing all types of weird shit. No, 118. What the hell am I doing over here? 118,000. No, 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 girl. Here it is right here. Damn. It took me 3 minutes to do this. 118,000 times, what is it? What did she tell me it was? 0.18 cents. Okay, so that's $21,000. Okay, then you have to 20. Let me write this down, y'all, because I don't forget how you do this shit. So 21,000 is what that video would have made if I was monetized. Okay, so now y'all gonna see that some YouTubers be lying. Okay, that's what I'm trying to show you. So that video, as of right now, got 118,000. It may have more than 118,000, but the last time I looked, it had 115,000 views. So then you're gonna multiply that by 0.18, right? So that's 21. If I'm doing this right, because my daughter did it before and I did it with her, but I think this is right. So that's 21,240, right? So then you're gonna multiply that by YouTube takes 40%. Okay. So then you're going to multiply. No, 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 Shay. Let's do this. Gosh. What did I just say it was? 21,240. Then you're going to multiply that by 40%. So then, I think that's right. Then you're going to make $8,496 off that one video having over 100 and some thousand views. Okay, so when you got YouTubers up here telling you guys they made all this money and they did not get but 2,000 views, 5,000 views, 1,000 views, that's not true. You got to really be making some views in order to make some money on here. Now, if I was monetized, that's what my check would be after YouTube get their portions. They take too much too. $8,496 as of right now off of that video. And then the other one where it has 35,000 views. Let's see, 35,000 times 0.18. I think I'm doing this right. That would make YouTube $6,300 because I'm saying YouTube because I wouldn't get that. Okay, so then you're going to multiply that by 40%, right? So multiply that by 40%, which is all I would make off that video is $2,520, $2,520 if I'm doing this correct, for 35,000 views off that video. So if I was monetized right now, okay, so you would add the 8,000. Let me do this. You would add the 8,496 plus the 2,520. That would be $11,000 for those views. Okay, so say my other video that I posted of myself, it made 5,500 views, right? We're going to multiply that by 0.18, which is only $990, okay? So now y'all see people be lying on YouTube, okay? 5,000 views is $990, okay? But then you got to do YouTube cut, 40%. So that would have got paid $396 for 5,000 views for that video that I got 5,500 views, okay? So if you only get 1,000 views, then let's see what 1,000 is. So 1,000 views, well, no, my other video is 1,500 views, okay? So we're going to do 1,500, okay? And then you're going to do times 0.18, right? I hope I'm doing this right. That's $270, right? And then YouTube get their 40%, right? So all I would have made off of that video for 1,500 views is $108. All right, you got it? $108. So when you got YouTubers up here telling you guys that they're making all this damn money and they only getting 2,000 views, 3,000 views, that's not true. Okay, in order to make some money on YouTube, you need to be getting at least 35,000 views. Because I just told you, if I would have did 35,000, and that still is not that much money. I forgot what I said the 35,000 was. Did I say that's what did I say 35,000 is? Let me look again because I done got this damn shit all mixed up. I didn't put the thing by 35,000 views, right? Times 0.18 equals 6,300. Okay, here it is right here. So I would have made off the 35,000 views. Let me put this up here. 35,000 views. I would have made, after YouTube took their money, I would have made $2,520. Okay, that's off the 35,000 views for that one video. And if I would have made 20,000, no, if I would have made, if I would have been, if I would have got the money for the 100, what did I say those views was? 115,000 views. Okay, off that one video, I would have made after my cut $8,496. But when you combine it, because YouTube pay you what? I don't even know how YouTube pays, once a month. So if they pay once a month, so what's going to happen? So that video, if I get, say if that video get up to 200 some thousand views, so then I would make $17,000 for that video, that one video. Okay, say the other video goes up. You know what I'm saying? So that, even if it doesn't, just say if the other video goes up to 200,000 views, that's 16,000, right? Plus the $2,520 plus the $108, and then I think the 396. So then you would be making a little bit of change for the whole month if you get paid monthly on YouTube. But you got to really be working your ass off, and you really have to get those views. And I thought if you repost people videos too, I thought you had to get them a cut, but you don't. And I'm like, I was telling my daughter, if I was monetizing, I got paid like that, I would get him some money. She was like, you don't have to get him no money. Nobody gives people money because you use a video of theirs and repost it. I thought you did. I'm just being nice. Okay. But anyway, I don't know why they don't do that, but I guess they don't. I don't know. But anyway, that's what you make. So you got to really begin some views in order to get some real cash off of YouTube. As you see, just getting 1,500 views and shit, it's only going to bring you $108 for each video that you're doing this on, per pay cycle, I guess. If you do this if you do 1,500 views on each video that you put up, say if you put up 7 videos per week, if you put up 7 videos per week, right, and just say you do 1,500 views, is this the one for $108? I'm trying to think. Let me just do this. Let me see which one this is, because I be getting this shit confused. 1,500 views times 0.18 cents. That's 270. Is that what I said? Yeah. So that's the 1,500 views. Right? Let me put that up so I won't get this confused again. This is for 1,500 views. Okay. So if you do 1,500 views on each video that you do, say if you do 7 videos per week, okay, 7 times $108 will give you $756 a week. Okay, so if you do 7 videos for 4 weeks, okay, and all these videos are 1,500 views a piece, you're going to get the $756 for the week, and then you're going to time it times 4. So that whole month would be $3,024. Okay, so that would be some good extra income. That's if you can do 1,500 views per video. Okay, but let's say if you did 1,500 views for 3 videos. Let's see how much that is. So 1,500 views times 3 videos equals 4,500, right? Am I doing this right? Let's see. If you're doing 1,500 views for 4 days, for 3 days out of the week, that's 4,500 views, right? And if you did that many views, if you did 3, 6, 9, 12, so that'd be 12. I hope I'm doing this right because I'm getting halfway sleepy now. I bet you I'm doing this wrong. That is wrong. I just forgot how I did it the first time. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, so if you, because I just told you guys, you can get $700 and some dollars a week if you did 1,500 views per 7 days, right? So if you do, so just say if you do half of that, then it would just be, let's see, what did I say? It would be 750 some dollars. I think I said 756. I'm not sure. So if you did half of that, because I'm getting halfway sleepy, so I'm about to make some real bloopers. So that's 378 or somewhere around that per week. And if you get paid 4 times, if you do this 4 times, if you do this for the 4 weeks out of the month, your monthly revenue for just those videos that do that 1,500 views would be 1,512 per month, not counting your other videos that could have been under 1,500. You're still going to make some money off of those. And then with your ads and super chats and cash apps, then you can possibly make a good extra amount of money, to supplement your income. So if you just need like a supplement to your income, I believe you can get by with 1,500 views on 3 or 4 videos per week, along with your ads, super chats, and cash apps. I think you can do all right. But certainly, if you want to make some real money, you're going to have to be doing like 35,000 views and 115,000 views, end up in that ballpark and park. And you definitely want to do it with most of your videos. Point blank. But me, I mean, I would like to aim for that, but the other one is good too because you got to count in the ads, super chats if people donate. You have to count in if you have like a what do you call that when you charge these people the memberships? If you do memberships, um, and cash apps, if you do all that, and then if you sell merchandise not through YouTube, but if you sell it yourself, like shirts from your channels, and like if you have like a what do you call that? God, I cannot think tonight. Um, Not the logo, but the other thing, like your I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but like on my page, on my channel, I always say that's on everything. Everybody got their own stuff that they usually say. You can actually make shirts saying that. Like with my shirts, I would make that's on everything. I'll say something, I'll say that's on everything, something like that. You can design shirts like that and you can sell it from your channel, to your subbies. Your subbies to your viewers or whoever. You know what I'm saying? You can do that and stuff. So you can make money from that. And then you can also do partnerships. So you can make, I think you can make a good supplemental income, even if you just did um, what did I say? The 1,500 views on about 3 or 4 videos per week. And then even if you get like 900 views on the other ones and stuff like that, I think you still do okay. Okay. I mean, you're not going to be able to stop working, your regular job, but that would be a good extra income to fall back on. But you definitely got to keep them views up, you know, and get sponsors and partnerships and super chats and cash apps. Because if you do the cash apps, YouTube is not taking a percentage, and then you can do if you have a second channel that get monetized, that's a good thing too, so and then if you're on like TikTok and you monetize or Instagram, that's a good thing. And I heard that the other one pays more. What is that thing called? Um, I think it's Discord, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just like you just got to really hustle out there, social media. Me, I'm just gonna do YouTube, like that. If TikTok flies up like that, it's cool. But if it's not, I don't give a shit. But I'm just concentrating more on YouTube, and that's it, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? And try to get my viewers up and keep on reposting certain videos. I'm not going to be reposting everybody's, but I'll repost, some of the ones that I think that can do good on my channel, whatever the case is. And hopefully one day I'll get more people to watch my videos. You know what I'm saying? My regular videos. But y'all just learn some stuff tonight. You know what I'm saying? 18 cents is what per thousand views is what YouTube pays if I did that correctly, according to how my daughter was saying how to do it. I think I am correct though, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think so. All right. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening in. We are getting ready to get out of here. This was a good show tonight. We learned a lot of different stuff. Again, don't quote me 100% on that YouTube shit because it is 18 cents per 1,000 views. So I have to make sure when I look at this for real, and actually look at the math, then I'll know for real what you can make, and I'll let you guys know because I have to make sure she did it right and stuff. But I think it is correct, but I have to make sure and stuff. But they do pay 18 cents per 1,000 views. I think that's right. So that alone tells you that you have to get a lot of views in order to make a decent check on YouTube. So when you got people up here lying and shit, if you just know how to do the math and you just use common sense, you'll realize that these people are not telling you the 100% truth. You got to work hard on YouTube to make that damn money, okay? And then you definitely need those sponsors and them damn cash apps and them super chats. So it's very important for um, people who watch your videos and subscribe to your channel to do cash apps and things like that at times, just to help the channel holder to make their money and to do certain things on their channels, like especially if you like trying to get people to come in for interviews and things like that. You have to pay these people. You know what I'm saying? They don't come for free. Nobody works for free. All right. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, don't be scared to do it. Find something that you like to do and go for it. And just, don't give up and stay motivated and try to be on a schedule. I kind of run my channel like a job. Some people say don't, but I like to run it like a job, okay? Point blank. It's not a job to me, but I run it like one. Uber Eats is not a job either to me, but I run that like a job. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want a supplemental income or you just want a job on YouTube, then you have to do what it takes to make it like a job. If you want a supplemental, I think I'm saying that correctly. I'm probably not. But if you want an extra income to go with your job, then make YouTube be that while you can. All right. All right, guys. Other than that, don't forget, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do it by doing the Cash App to $Shades Tube. All right. And thank you so much in advance for that. Other than that, guys, we are getting ready to go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Get you some sleep. Have a happy and blessed tomorrow. Have a good work day, and I'll see you guys in my next live. All right? Take care, y'all. And don't forget to go check out my shorts, check out my other videos, and definitely check out my Dollar Tree hauls and my house videos that I'm going to put up one probably tonight or either tomorrow. All right? Other than that, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you in my next video. Excuse the bloopers, okay? At nighttime, especially now, I'm getting sleepy. All right? Take care, y'all. Peace out. See you, lurker. See you. I know you was watching in the bushes. All right? Peace out. Oh no, my butt. I don't need you. Good night. Good night, ugly.